3, 2, 1, go.
Sebastien Loeb Rally Evo would be a game I would have really liked had I not have played Dirt Rally any times recently. So for those that don't know, Dirt Rally came out officially as a full release on PC at the very end of last year, and it's coming to consoles on the 5th of April, early April. Sebastien Loeb Rally, while good, just doesn't feel good enough, especially when I've played Dirt Rally and that Dirt Rally is coming. The reason really for this, I mean, visually I think Dirt Rally looks better, but I've only seen the PC version up to the max, and I played Sebastien Loeb Rally on Xbox One, and there are a few problems with that. So visually, yeah, Dirt Rally's better. That doesn't bother me. It's the handling, and I think what makes any great rally game, I think that's what made Codemasters the one of the best out there in terms of anything to do with vehicles, is their handling. And Sebastien Loeb Rally doesn't really feel like that. With Codemasters games, you can really feel like you are leading with the tires and the wheels, if that makes sense. You can feel like the box, the vehicle itself, is moving because of the wheels turning them, where Sebastien Loeb Rally just feels very blocky. It just feels very much like it's a block all moving together. There aren't wheels, and there aren't sort of different, like the suspension, there aren't different parts of it working together. Where in Codemasters games, especially like Dirt Rally, you can feel that really clearly straight from the beginning. Another thing with Sebastien Loeb Rally is the performance. A number of times, especially in the heavy forested areas, it became quite choppy. Can't exactly tell you how many frames dropped, but it was noticeable, and it was very noticeable in the controls as well. And that, on top of the controls not being great, they're good, they're not great, just made it much worse. Like, I was easily losing control and wrestling, even down straights, I was wrestling the controls to get it, to maintain it again. And that's just, I mean, that's just, no, it just, you can't, it's a game that, or any sort of pure rally game, you can't have any sort of flaws in the controls or the performance. There's plenty to enjoy in Sebastien Loeb Rally. There's a fair few different races. There's your standard rally that can be single stage or multi-stage, and that's great. They feel good. They look pretty decent. They have eliminations. You have ones where you go through gates. You have standard races around tracks, really, and it really changes things up to have other cars there. But once again, you can feel that the control of the vehicles aren't there again, and that does put me off a bit. I will play it probably a bit more, probably try 100%. I didn't get to number 1 in the world, which is what you do in the careers. You move your way up, and as you move your way up, you earn reputation and credits. Credits is used to buy new vehicles, and reputation moves you up the ladder, and you start at 400, I think. Obviously the aim is to get to number 1, and as you progress, every certain milestone, you unlock a thing called a Loeb event. I hope I'm saying that surname right, Loeb. Yeah, it's a special event. It's a bit tougher than the rest, and it adds a bit more of a challenge, and that's fun. It's just the whole package itself isn't perfect. Don't get me wrong, I would still class it a good game. It's a game that's come post Dirt Rally to me, and then to me that makes it an inferior rally game. It's still good. I mean, it's still 2 months to Dirt Rally, so if you are itching, this game will scratch that itch definitely, but it also won't replace Dirt Rally. And it's always horrible, especially should give every game its own sort of fair review based on its own mechanics and features, and don't compare it to other games. But when it's such a particular title with, I wouldn't say niche market because it's quite popular, but it's so particular that you kind of have to weigh it up against its contemporaries, especially when they're so close together. And in that sense, I mean, Dirt Rally's a better game, but this won't let you down. Like, don't expect a really disappointing product, but do, especially if you've played the other one, do expect standards to come down a bit in every sense. But otherwise, it's a good but not great rally title.
Left 4 tightens 2, but to right 4.